Chapter 6 Budgeting Your ADU Project. In the previous chapter, we talked about choosing the right ADU strategy based on your goals. Some homeowners build ADUs for rental income, others for family housing, and some simply want to add flexibility and long-term value to their property. Now we're going to talk about something that every homeowner asks early in the process. How much does it cost to build an ADU? This is one of the most important questions in the entire ADU journey, but it's also one of the most misunderstood because the cost of an ADU can vary significantly depending on several factors. In this chapter, we'll walk through what typically influences ADU costs and how to begin building a realistic project budget. Typical ADU cost ranges. In California, ADU construction costs can vary widely depending on the size, design, and complexity of the project. As a general guideline, many ADUs fall within a range of $200,000 to $450,000 or more. Smaller units, such as garage conversions or studio ADUs, may fall closer to the lower end of the range. Larger detached ADUs with multiple bedrooms, custom finishes, and complex site work can cost significantly more. In many areas of Southern California, homeowners often see construction costs between $300 and $500 per square foot. These numbers can change depending on market conditions, labor costs, material costs, and design choices. But these ranges provide a useful starting point for planning purposes. Sources such as the California Department of Housing and Community Development and industry construction cost reports consistently show that ADU costs vary based on project complexity and location. What drives ADU cost? Several major factors influence the total cost of building an ADU. Understanding these factors helps homeowners plan more effectively and avoid unexpected expenses. Let's walk through the most important ones. Size of the ADU. The size of the ADU is one of the biggest cost drivers. Larger units require more materials, more labor, and more time to build. For example, a 400 square foot studio ADU will generally cost less than an 800 square foot two-bedroom unit. However, smaller units sometimes have a higher cost per square foot because kitchens, bathrooms, and utilities still need to be installed regardless of size. Type of ADU. The type of ADU you build also influences cost. For example, garage conversions often cost less than building a brand new detached ADU because the structure already exists. Detached ADUs typically cost more because they require new foundations, framing, roofing, and utility connections. Attached ADUs may fall somewhere in between depending on how much new construction is required. Site conditions. Every property is different. Site conditions can significantly influence construction costs. Some examples include slope lots that require grading or retaining walls, difficult soil conditions, limited access for construction equipment, utility connections that require trenching across the property. These site-specific factors can add complexity and cost to a project. Design and finishes. Another major cost factor involves design choices and interior finishes. Some homeowners choose simple, efficient designs with durable materials. Others prefer higher-end finishes such as custom cabinetry, stone countertops, premium flooring, and high-end appliances. These choices can dramatically influence the final cost of the project. Permits and professional services. ADU projects also include several professional services and permitting costs. They may include architectural design, engineering, permits, plan review fees, utility connection fees, and surveying or soil reports. These costs are an important part of the overall project budget. Building a realistic budget. Because so many factors influence ADU costs, one of the best things homeowners can do early in the process is establish a realistic budget range. Rather than focusing on a single number, it's often helpful to create a budget range that allows flexibility as the design evolves. For example, a homeowner might begin with a rough estimate of $250,000 to $350,000, depending on design choices and the site conditions. As the project becomes more defined, the budget can be refined further. This approach helps homeowners avoid unrealistic expectations and plan their project more confidently. Why budget planning matters. One of the most common reasons construction projects go over budget is that homeowners begin the process without a clear understanding of costs. They may begin designing something that ultimately exceeds what they are comfortable spending. By establishing a realistic budget early, homeowners can design their ADU within a financial framework that works for them. This creates a smoother project experience from start to finish. Once you understand the potential costs of building an ADU, the next logical question becomes, how do homeowners pay for these projects? Because many ADUs represent a significant investment. Fortunately, there are several financing options available to homeowners. In the next episode, we'll explore the most common ways homeowners finance ADU construction and how to determine which option might work best for your situation. If you like additional ADU planning resources and guides, you can find them at strategicadu.com.